I wasn't actually working patrol that day. I actually teach the DARE program, and so I'm not even assigned to the patrol division. But as I was leaving my, teaching duties that day, I saw this call come in on the screen, somebody threatening to jump off the overpass. And I had just a personal inclination that I felt that I needed to go down there. Maybe I would be able to help him in some way. As I'm arriving, he wasn't quite yet over the overpass, but as soon as he saw me pull up, he very quickly went behind the safety fence, and if he were to fall, he would actually be down onto the 215 roadway.
It was obvious he was afraid. He wanted us to stay away, and he continually said that he was going to jump. I spoke with Officer Gutierrez, and of course, knowing that he was armed, asked him if he would be willing to go with fire personnel up in the ladder truck because this was a very dangerous situation.
Without hesitation, I said, of course, I'll do it. We went up, approached the subject, and this is when he got really agitated, and this is when I noticed that he had a small kitchen knife.
He began to threaten himself with the knife, hold it up to his neck, wave it around. At one point, he did cut himself on the arm. Pretty good laceration that started bleeding.
Steve Roverson was also in the bucket as a bucket operator. He figured out how to move the bucket without making noises.
We were kind of playing a little trial and error. Once we turned that speed control down to slow, that engine noise wouldn't raise up and he wouldn't hear us. So we put it down on the slow speed and just inched a little bit here and there when he was focused on interacting with the police officers. And when he'd turn around, we'd put our hands up, acting like nothing happened.
I couldn't believe how slow it went and how quiet, because normally that's a very loud piece of machinery.
Myself and Officer Brummer, we were able to jump on top of the fence and lean over to grab a hold of him. He was holding the knife at the top of the fence, and I was able to grab a hold of that knife and remove it from him.
So we sped up the bucket. Abraham said, grab him, and we just ripped him back in the bucket. Steve Roverson had another paramedic hand him a new protocol medication that we can use for sedation. Well, needless to say, the medication worked pretty dang good and put him out within a couple minutes.
After we got back down from the fence and he was lowered down safely, and we were talking about it, I realized I had received a slight laceration to my forearm that was quickly wrapped up.
We got him out of the bucket safe, got him in an ambulance and took him to the hospital.
I'm proud of my guys every day, especially on this day, because they risked a lot to save a lot, and I'm proud of them for that, and they did act bravely.
The fact that they're able to and willing to go to a dangerous situation without being armed with any type of weapon, it was great. It was great.
We work side by side with these great officers. I love them to death, our police department. And we work really well together.